Hi, everybody, and welcome back. My name is Melissa, and this year I'm sharing 365 tips for frugal living. And today I am, um, so so everybody's like, oh, look at the Aldi thing. It's under $40. First of all, I added up. My Aldi didn't even have the sweet potatoes on there, and I added it up, and it was over $40. So I'm going to call BS on the $40. Second of all, they missed major ingredients. There's going to be some things that are going to be missing that are just you're expected to have. Either that or congratulations, go ahead and shop the Aldi or shop the Walmart and get exactly what's on their list. And bonus points, frugal tip for you, you'll never ever be asked to host Thanksgiving dinner again, because a pumpkin pie without sugar, without pumpkin pie spice, without eggs is going to be pretty icky. um I'm trying to think what else they missed. The eggs, they missed the sugar. Walmart missed the spices completely. And so I was really frustrated. So then I started this mission like 3-ish weeks ago, and then I got really sick. I've only been better for about a day. I'm still going through a lot of like medical testing and stuff, but at least, I can breathe and I can move and I'm not sleeping 12 to 14 hours a day, so that's good. But so I get really behind. I am sorry, I'm behind on tips, I'm behind on everything. But look at your ads and look at your stores. Now, obviously, I don't shop one store. I shop multiple stores and I base it on things like that. But you might not have the advantage of multiple stores, and that I understand. But just it sounds really good when you hear things like, and now I think Kroger said it was like $4.45 per person. So all of these stores have it, but the thing is like all of the stores have different turkey prices. So for example, sorry, speaking of turkey, oh, sorry, I have to check my turkey here. Give me a second. Okay, sorry. I had to pull the turkey out. So what was I saying? Oh, so don't be like fooled by the, oh, look at us, we're this much. Because if you look, like, that is the world's crappiest Thanksgiving dinner. You're missing you're missing a lot of like your ingredients that they just kind of expect you to have. Like the pumpkin pie seasoning. I feel like that's kind of a weird one to expect people to have. Obviously, you can just add pumpkin pie spice. And I feel like, but most people don't have ginger and cloves and nutmeg and allspice just like sitting in their cabinet. I mean, I do because I use those spices a lot. Which granted, I mean, like for my butternut squash soup, that called for cloves, allspice, and I use cloves, allspice, and nutmeg. But honestly, these are really or I'm sorry, I got distracted. So honestly, like this is how much it costs. Like they're adding things like stovetop, and I am sorry, but out of everywhere I have ever been for Thanksgiving, I have never ever met anybody who uses stovetop. And if you do use stovetop, I am sorry. I'm not insulting people, but I'm just saying, like, growing up, nobody really used like the mixed stuffing in general. Some people used sandwich bread. That's actually my preferred thing, sandwich bread. I made bread this year to do it, but I then found bread. It was 2 for $4, buy one get one free. So it was like 2 loaves of bread for $2 at Jewel. So I'm gonna make stuffing the way my mom always made it, with a couple loaves of bread and butter and poultry seasoning, and then you add some drippings to it as you're cooking it. It's really good. But almost nobody, oh, and onion goes with stuffing. Almost nobody I know actually uses stovetop. And if you look, like, it's like, oh, 2 boxes of stovetop, and that serves like 8 people. How is that for 10? And then, 3 boxes of mac and cheese, which is like 3 servings each. That's 6 to 9 servings. And I am sorry, but unless you are trying to appease a 3-year-old, there's no point in putting boxed mac and cheese on the Thanksgiving table. I mean, I'm sorry, maybe I'm a snob here. But I feel like if you're just trying to hit and check all the boxes, like, oh, gotta have mac and cheese, gotta have mashed potatoes, gotta have green bean casserole, gotta have like the list of things you have to have, then that's not really Thanksgiving. It's just gluttony, and not even that great of gluttony. Like, so sorry, I'm so tired. So if you are just trying to check boxes and everything, like that's not what Thanksgiving's about. I would rather go to somebody's house and have a few main dishes, whether it be the turkey and mashed potatoes and a vegetable and a salad or a soup. Like that's plenty. We don't all have to eat so much our stomachs are ready to burst because it's Thanksgiving, and we certainly don't need to do that with poor quality food. And I am sorry, but again, I feel like the goal of Thanksgiving should not be to consume a 3,000 calorie meal. The goal of Thanksgiving should be to be celebrating and having a delicious meal with family and friends. So I mean, I guess, okay, so I've always thought of Thanksgiving different than most people, I guess. Like, don't get me wrong, I learned about like the Pilgrim story and everything just like everybody else did in school. But I grew up in the Midwest in a farming community, farms all around me, new farmers growing up. And, everybody gardened. In the 90s, I can't remember what year it was written. I was reading a book from the 90s about Illinois gardening, and it was the second most popular hobby, following only behind TV, which the author, like myself, does not consider watching TV to be a hobby. And so I grew up around that. So I think of like late summer, early fall as like this time for harvest. And like even right now, the tractors are still out in the fields. They're getting their winter wheat in, they're picking everything. So you feel kind of like this is the time for gathering and harvesting. And I feel like very much so, like I feel more connected to that end of it, like the harvest end of it, that I mean really kind of goes way back to the roots of humankind, from like when we first started farming. And I mean like even like back to like the pagan roots, like people for millennia, people celebrated the harvest, and they either thanked gods or whatever, but they showed great gratitude for the harvest. And I guess I've always kind of connected more into that part of it. So to me, Thanksgiving should be more about foods that you can harvest and gathering with friends and showing thanks. It's not just about stuffing your gullet with like cheap crappy food because mac and cheese is supposed to be on the table, so grab that generic box of mac and cheese, and stuffing is supposed to be on the table, so grab the stovetop. And well, I mean turkey, there's no way around, but in all these places they're like talking about turkey this and turkey that. I bought my turkey at Meijer. It was 49 cents a pound. I did ask my mom on this one because it's been so many years, and she told me, because I know I've messed up before, and I know that like if you go too light or too heavy, then the bird can be tough. And so I asked her, I was like, what am I supposed to go for here? And she's like 14 to 18 pounds. So according to my mother, who has cooked Thanksgiving dinner, gosh, I think all except for maybe 2 or 3 years of my life. until recently. So for like 40 years, my mother cooked Thanksgiving dinner. And she told me that she did the 14 to 18 pounds. So my turkey was like $7.25 or something like that. $7.25. But I'm looking at the different things I made, and I am thinking that I could easily bring this in through multiple stores, and more authentic meals, like authentic to harvest, not authentic to Thanksgiving or anything special, for under $40 easily. So quit just like thinking of it has a checklist, and quit just like following what Aldi says or what Walmart says or getting all of those. And then yeah, so kind of like think outside the box with sides. And again, I will be showing recipes for sides as I get them up. I'm so sorry again. I've been super sick for a few weeks now, and so really behind, but I do have several of them to get out there today or tomorrow. Anyways, again, my name's Melissa, and this year I'm sharing 365 tips for frugal living. If you want to hear more, please hit like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.